I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
On today's episode of Woman Reactions React to Fire Force, episode 16, we are family. Lisa, what the fuck? Seriously though, this episode just fucking mind-bottled me. It literally put my mind in a bottle and it gave it a good shake. Seriously, what the fuck? So last we left off, it was up to Shinra, Arthur, and Iris to recruit an engineer. This engineer just happens to be Vulcan. Yes, a supreme genius when it comes to technology, but it seems he detests both Fire Force and Hajime Industries. And even though recruitment seems to have failed, they're sticking around. Why? Because Vulcan had another guest that day. Yes, captain of the third company, Giovanni, and due to Shinra's Adala link, he was able to suss out Giovanni's desire to kill. Yes, if Giovanni can't have Vulcan, no one will. So starting out today's episode, we see a giant revelation. Maybe a theory starting to be built. I'll question it, but don't bother answering it. I'm pretty sure it was mentioned that Giovanni works with Hajime Industries. Now, is Hajime wrapped up with the White Clouds? Because as we see, Giovanni is in the woods making plans to basically kill everyone in the workshop, and he tells his underlings to remove those false clothes, and out pop some White Clads. So I mean, we know at least Giovanni is now working for the Evangelist and the White Clads, but does that mean because he's also intertwined with Hajime Industries, does that also mean Hajime has something to do with the Evangelist or White Clads? I don't know, but he's sending out basically a death squad. So Shinra, like I said in the last one, felt his desire to kill Vulcan. Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get in an advantageous position, see what's going on, see their numbers. You guys go back to Vulcan, let them know what the hell's going on, and reinforce basically the last stand, this fortress. I have to admit, in the preceding events, I was tricked. Fire Force, you tricked me. Because what we see is basically two guys head in, and then an army pops out of fucking nowhere. I mean, obviously the name says it all, but I wasn't putting two and two together. I was more, focused on Arthur this episode. Yes, as the entirety of the warehouse gets surrounded and looks basically all is doomed, Vulcan turns to Arthur. Hey, aren't you guys Fire Force soldiers? Shouldn't you be out there fucking fighting? Sorry, don't have my sword today. I'm not feeling very knightly. I mean, what is a knight without a sword? Basically nothing. I am Arthur the Night King. Like, I can't handle this shit. Vulcan whips up probably the funniest thing in the entirety of the series so far. He whips up a nice little outfit for Arthur. He has a blue tarp for a cape, a cobbled together sword out of leftover parts, and instead of silver, his trusty steed, he has a fucking donkey strapped to his crotch. And in what is most likely going to be the thumbnail for this video is probably one of the biggest laugh out loud moments in the series so far. I literally almost choked laughing at Arthur. Like, Arthur, Jesus Christ. But you know what? This false image, he went out there against the supposed hundreds of White Clads and took them on because, it's a mental thing. Like, he upped himself up. Like, I have a horse now. You can't beat me. I mean, I have Excalibur. So he's just launching plasma attacks and shit. Takes out, the guy's name is Mirage. So I mean, they're all fake. But that mental game that Vulcan helped him with, like, oh yeah, he's a fucking knight now. He's gonna go out there and just blast people until the Mirage makes a mirage of him. And now upon this dual meaning of reflection, he breaks down. This is not very knightly. I look fucking stupid as shit. And I'm like, oh god, dude, you got a donkey head strapped to your crotch, man. I mean, come on. And literally he loses power. Like, it was all a mental boost. You was like, oh man, your magic's been dispelled. It's fucking hilarious. But Arthur did do one thing great. He took out Mirage's fake soldiers, so now they know that the back of the workshop is unguarded. There's only two real guys out there. It's time for you guys to make a move. Meanwhile, Shinra was no fucking help. He went up to the top of a fucking tree. Oh, it's very quiet. You can't see shit up there, man. You're way too far away. But lo and behold, who's right and fucking next to him? Yes, Giovanni. Giovanni knows he has the Adala burst. He's fucking way smarter than Shinra, at least when it comes to battle tactics. What does he say? Look twice before you leap. I mean, we know that this dude, very crafty, very smart, and now we know for a fact he's working with the White Clads and the Evangelist. He phones it in after he fucking electrocutes him with 2 million volts and has to up it just to take Shinra the monster down. What kind of monster are you? This is 2 million volts. But lo and behold, this actually takes Shinra out. So as far as we know, he's down for the count now. Giovanni moves in, like I said, with Arthur dealing with the two White Clads, and he's down mentally after that, defeat of the donkey mascot thingy. Like, he can't stop Giovanni from going in. And this is where we see, right before this, we get the betrayal. Like, Lisa, what the fuck? We get a flashback. We see even the title of the episode, We Are Family. We see that ever since technically Vulcan rescued her from, being homeless, bringing in you, they've worked together, they lived together, they ate together, they slept together. I mean, they're a family, or at least they thought they were a family. Yes, the Evangelist and the White Clad seems to have their hands in everything. And Lisa honestly comes out of left field. I did not see this coming. When they're gonna make their move for the rear, she takes Vulcan out, hits him with a nice little fire blast, hits you with an even bigger fire blast, knocks his ass right across the room, threatens Iris, saying, hey, Vulcan, give me the key to Amaterasu, and you know what, I might let you live. Like, Giovanni's gonna come in here, no matter what, you're going to fucking die. Wait, what key to Amaterasu? What the fuck is going on? I mean, we know from this episode that his family, his forefathers, created the Amaterasu. I mean, the perpetual energy that is, supplying life to all of the Empire. But now Giovanni, the White Clads, everyone's here to get some kind of key from Vulcan that he himself doesn't even know. He admitted several times after being, flamed, after being kicked, after being beat the shit out of by Giovanni's cane. Like, what key are you talking about? What the hell are you guys talking about? We see Giovanni, once he comes in, like I say, gives him a thrashing, breaks down, is literally going, I looked. I should have left. Like, he has a fucking mental breakdown, because remember, he was there. He was the other apprentice. He was probably looking for the key of Amaterasu the entire time too. Where the fuck is the key? You're useless. You're whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's having a mental fucking breakdown. What the hell's this key? What's this key gonna do? Is it gonna give the power of Amaterasu to the White Clads? We can't let the White Clads have this key no matter what. Or is it more like a metaphorical key? Is Vulcan the key to Amaterasu? Like, who the fuck knows? They're looking for something, and like I said, I'm still shocked that Lisa fucking betrayed him. That literally came out of left field. So, rounding out this episode, Shinra has been tased and is incapacitated. Arthur is getting the shit beat out of him by the two White Clads and seems to be, pretty much down for the count. You had just got fire blasted against a wall and then choked and shot in the fucking chest. Iris is dealing with him. Lisa has betrayed us, and Giovanni is smashing up everything in the workshop. And the only thing Vulcan can do is just look at all of his inventions being destroyed and just reflect upon everything. And not only the items, but more or less the so-called family. It's breaking, it's broken. Like, whew, this episode was pretty fucking intense. We had some really good moments. I loved the dynamic switch between comedy and drama. We go from Arthur in the donkey taped to his crotch to the betrayal of Lisa right afterwards. Like, what the fuck? Like, and like I said, what the hell is the key to Amaterasu? Like everything is just piling up, and I gotta say, I am enjoying it immensely. So with that being said, I cannot wait for future episodes.